Like I think we're in a black hole.
Listen, that was not my fault. I don't know. Sometimes the technologies say yes, and sometimes they say no. That was a any day now. Hello, everybody. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are PM Artist Studio. There we go. All right. Yeah, I don't know what was going. It's internet.
Yeah, no kidding. I remember that coming on the screen back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
All right, my already friends, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you are here. We like to know that you are here because we're an already friendly bunch of folks. It's how I know that you're here. You say hello over there. I say hello to you here. If you're watching on replay, no worries. Love you just the same. Really do. Give those thumbsy upsies no matter where you're at. Replay, real life, wherever you're at.
Yeah.
It's the right thing to do. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Subscribe. Do all that YouTube-y business that one does. I always point down here, but I think they've moved it over there. Anyway, along the bottom of this screen, whether you're on your mobile or wherever, there are little things to do down there. That thumbsy upsies down there. Boop. I'll see my little heart.
Share and save.
My baby drew me that.
And ellipse. I don't know what happens when you hit that.
What?
The ellipse after save. What does it say to do?
Oh, I don't know. Careful with your clicking.
Yeah, no
chicken. All right, let's say hello to people while you're, learning things.
Oh, it's repost. I don't know what that means.
The other thing we like you to do down there is share. That's the little whippy, arrow business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Christina, Acme, Angela, Anthony's here. He's the berry maker. Oh, okay, that's April. Becky Boker. Bobby's here. Cookie. W. That's Mo. Darcy's here. Dana and see, we got some people in there that threw me off a little bit. Darcy, Dana, Devin. That's Yolande.
Yeah, some people
Eddie,
jumping in there.
Yes, that are it's out of my usual. I am trainable. It's true. Elizabeth, Ellen, Griffith Shell. That's Rhonda. Yanka, Julie. Hello, Julie. Lexi's here. Mad. That's Sunny. Lori. That's Mixed Media Mess. That's Lori. Nadine, Paula, Panka, Pia, Ricky Nordmeyer, Robin, Shannon, SWL. That's Sherry. Tegan. She's the bookmaker. Got other people popping in there, I think. Alan the Explorer. Hello and welcome.
And did you see Darlene Williams?
Hello, Darlene. So happy you're here. All right.
And
I think I got the pinky hello hands, folks.
okay.
Give us some
SWL has pinky hands.
Hello, Anne. All right. What are we doing today? Should I go topside?
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready.
Yeah.
And listen, yesterday, I worked on some things. I'm very excited about Monday Makes with Mariah. Mayhem and mixed media things. All the M's. Madness.
All of it.
Hi, Anwar. Hey, Estella. Okay.
Yeah, still jumping in there.
Oh.
Oh, I haven't finished my first mug of coffee yet, so I'm a little on the drowsy side, but maybe things.
She's been staying up late. I've been trying to alter her whatever new little schedule she keeps popping into, but
it just is what it is. I told her, I'm a retired person. I'm allowed that.
Are you going down papers on that today? Or are you still working on the papers?
I'm still working on the papers, but I wanted to, kind of give everybody a heads up on where it's going. Okay, as you can see, the book is starting to
gator a little.
Gator ever so slightly, and I don't want that. So there's not room on the back side.
Is there something in that book that makes your nose itch? I swear every time you touch it.
I know.
I think there's something in there.
And I feel like I'm going to start sneezing, and that's not a good thing.
I keep associating you getting sneezy with the book.
Well, maybe it is. I don't know. But I just, Have I talked about it since I started?
Yes, we talked about this. The plan was to do these prints.
And I've shown all of them that are, and all of them are up to date.
In their little mawashis.
In their little mawashis. Okay, so basically what's going to happen here is on the back side of this, you have these blank pages. And
Robin, if it's at the back of okay, here, she's trying to figure out how to purge things from her studio.
How to purge?
Yes, she's got to do some studio cleanup.
Oh.
If you have not touched it, if it has dust on it, it should go. That means you haven't used it.
Unless it's something that fell back behind the dresser and you couldn't
and
get
you were
to
looking
it.
for it.
And you have been looking for it, and you're happy as hell to find it. Don't throw it away.
Right. Now, if you have multiples of the item and you're just keeping that little itty bitty bit of thing, pour it into the other thing. That's a good way to.
Yeah, and
or mix some things. Make new mixes of all those little things, because I tell you, the amount of space you can.
I'm getting ready to purge from my cart here, also because I think I can put things together that they're kind of duplicating. Not like exact or anything, but I don't think it would hurt anything to.
I don't know what you're saying that to, Eddie, but I'm pretty sure no.
What?
Does the same go for body parts? And I'm like, I'm just gonna go with no. Feel safe on that.
But what we're going to do today is we're going to. I have papers back here that have layers on, but we're going to
put more layers on.
Put more layers on.
I don't know if y'all been here or not, but that's one of the main things we do here at this channel. Jelly print, layers.
It is.
I get tired of putting that in the title. I've tried to find new ways of saying building up layers. Layers. Layering the layers. Getting layered.
Yeah. But actually, it is a layer, but sometimes it's not so much a layer as it is a mark making. And especially with this particular stencil. Because it does create different,
Hey, JD. Hey, Greg.
When you are doing the layers with this stencil, pardon me, some very cool things happen. And I love it so much. And I tried to find my others like this.
And the funny thing is, I'm chuckling about the whole layering thing. And the reason that we keep doing it is because it's fun to do. There's always something new that happens. Not always, but, for the most part.
Yeah.
It's always new and exciting because a lot of times it's... And even when you try to recreate something, very rarely does that happen.
But, you just figure it's, something else is going to happen.
These are more substantial. Therefore, they do not fall under thonging. And plus, thong is just the one strip down the middle. And that's why we said these are more mawashi, because you got the full thing, even though technically thong does. I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
But,
And even as we are going along and finishing this up and putting the papers on the back side of the junk journal here.
Hey, Marco.
The thing to keep in mind is that all of these little slide-in things can be altered. I mean, you can pull them out and say, okay, well, I'm going to add this to it.
This is the container gardening of concertina.
It is the container gardening of concertina style. Yeah.
Y'all get that reference. You've been here a while.
And this really is, I call, Mariah, we talked about it today, and I said, I think it's called a wraparound. Because if it were just a regular old, it would go like this. But Mariah specifically, because I told her I wanted it.
Yeah.
Because she's done one like this before, and I knew that was
kind of. This is, again, I will tell you, I've made many of these little things. Very rarely have I made the same thing twice.
And I like this one because when you have this configuration here, it's really easy to just, slide it on the shelf. And I do have a strip of this that I want to put down here.
Yeah.
but we're going to tackle that
Mm-hmm.
at another time.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
So today, basically what we're going to do is we're going to create papers.
Okay.
I have some of them at a stage here. And so I want to talk about that. And Mariah, do you think you could find mashup?
Yeah, probably.
Because that might be something to consider.
Mashing up.
Mashing up. Because if the middle part of this is I really like the middle part. That's why the mashup is a good, because it is keeping that the middle part. Okay. But this is the newest version of gauze. And what's it called, Mariah?
Worn gauze.
Worn. Okay. Okay, here we go. So I've got that one. And a lot of these, what I did the other day after the session was over, I came back in and I put them onto the gel plate and just did some brush on the actual print. And that's one of the steps. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start sneezing.
Don't start sneezing. Here, this is the one I found, and it was in with the gauze folder. You made it. I love that you have a folder just for gauze, even though it's technically just a couple of stencils, but she has multiple.
Well, this is the one that I really do like.
Okay, and she cut the edges off.
Yeah,
but that was easy. Like you just cut the edges off.
You just whack it. Yeah, put it on the guillotine and whack it off. And the reason I like that edge rather than this is
Hi,
because
Mariah.
when you're placing it on your plate, it's a lot more forgiving if you don't have that straight.
Ricky, yes, we do already have a
edge.
playlist because I knew this was going to be a multi-series, multi-part situation.
Okay, so we've got both of these, and I think that you can see how that's going to work, because wherever this big thing is, that's going to be the same. What's going to change is the middle part.
Yeah. You were fine until you touched the book.
I don't know. I'm allergic to something in the book. Okay, so this is a great candidate because you can see the sides are different than down the middle, and this is absolutely fantastic because now we're going to be able to get some different stuff going on there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. I think that's gonna be
If y'all don't own a mashup,
and look at that. Okay, and then this is the blurry version. This is a pickup off the plate business. These are
gonna
great.
be cool.
Okay, so basically that's what we're going to be doing today.
As I say, do we need to peruse the pile? We got the mission. We understand the mission, Patricia.
The mission here is, yes. The mission is to get another...
Mission mashup.
Mission mashup is to get another layer of...
Oh, yes, hands up in the chat if you own a mashup.
Oh.
I keep telling Brad he needs to do another, a different mashup. Because we got a lot of different ones that we could mash up.
Yeah. I don't know. I really do like this one.
Yeah.
And I like the bubbly business because it's kind of a nice contrast to all the straight line shapes that we have going on there. All
and
right.
hello, Elizabeth and Ellen. I don't know if I said hello to y'all, but hello. And hey, Angela. I don't know if I said hello to Angela.
I'm getting my board bridge across here.
Setting up.
And the reason I like to have this over here is because if I can fan my papers out here and I can see them, it's really easy for me to then just, grab one up.
Just grab her up.
Depending on, what's happening in here on the plate and the color business. And it's kind of nice to have that. And I noticed that yesterday when I was making prints for Mariah and her project. Okay. I gotta blow my nose.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn around here.
Not do it at the camera.
Not do it at
Hello, Nima. Welcome, welcome. And welcome to all y'all that are coming in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here. We like to say hello to you. But if you want to hang out in the background, no worries. But please do give those thumbsy upsies. There's a few of y'all that didn't. We would very much appreciate it if you did. Because it helps people know.
Okay, this one is a good candidate for some
Love that. Don't mess it up.
I don't know. Sometimes the white bothers me. I don't know that it does on this one.
Well, there's enough of it, and it's part of the design versus like just, hey, there's a border.
Yeah, here's a stripe of white on the side.
Right.
So I'm holding off on this because I don't know what to do, and I can always do it.
Arty margins are better.
Arty margins. They are.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, if you don't want that, you don't have to cut it. I'm going to put that
Hello, Diane.
over there. Okay, now this is it's got some good stuff going on here, but it needs some punching up. It needs some turquoise. It needs some...
Gray has a doppelganger.
What?
Gray has a doppelganger.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Just needs something a little more interesting going on there. Okay, this is a prime example. This side is really looking great. But over here, this is kind of, lost in...
Y'all have to understand, perusal of the pile is part of the...
Yes, and same thing with this. It's not bad. It needs blue. Honestly, it needs blue. Okay, this is a good one. And this will be, I won't have to, do anything to that, but just, there you go. Some of that will be maintained and some won't. All right, let's just get started here. I think I've got enough laid out there that hopefully I don't get something stuck to that print, because that's a sticker.
That's a sticker.
When you have big fat
paper areas that are just, and then you're trying to...
But here's the thing.
Accommodate for both things.
Here's the saving grace on
Hi, Ingrid.
As your paper gets more painty,
it's less of an issue.
It's less of an issue with the sticking part. When these get like this, I just put them over here and they become the brayer off, and then this is the paper I can see and make sure that it's not like the end all be all, but it does help. All right, what do we have here? Oh, fishes, Mariah.
You can show folks. Give them a little teaser for what's coming up.
All right. This is a really nice clean plate is why I picked it on the edge.
The other ones are not.
The others are kind of gooey. I did do a lot of taping yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to keep this business with
There's a plan.
Sardines.
And good golly, this is it's a toughie.
It is.
I don't know if that's the belief system anymore, Eddie, but I like that you're still.
He's using rubber gloves. Or what?
I don't really know exactly, but he's giving out good advice, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay.
Health and safety first.
I don't use rubber gloves because there's about this much of the finger that's always sticking out past my little short finger.
Here's the dilemma. You get the smaller gloves because they do make them. That's great, but then they cut off my flipping circulation because it's like my wrist, I guess, to hand ratio. I don't know who they're modeling these after or whatever. It's kind of the same problem I have with pants and shirts. It's a thing.
All right. So basically what we want here is we want to put down paint. And the other thing that I really like about this is that you have a wide enough swath here. Watch my...
I'm sorry. It's entertaining today. You just need to go with it, Patricia. Would you like me to read it? Paula says, my king uses rubber gloves for most royal duties. She's just saying.
Hey, you know, if
He's
that
consistent.
Tickles your fancy, you just go
You
right
just
ahead.
do it.
Rubber glove it up. I'm not interested. It makes my hands sweat and they don't
Hello,
fit.
Mimi.
And you know, the thing is
I don't like the powder stuff in there.
oh, I don't either. But after a while, my hands sweat, and when I take them off, it almost makes me puke.
Yeah.
Because they're sweaty, and they combine with that
Powdery, latexy smell.
Yeah. Plus, I have a reaction to
I
latex.
do too.
And I always tell them that in the hospital because that's kind of important. Everything there's latex.
We actually had somebody reach out to us and ask us about the foam. And by the way, our foam, it does not contain latex. But just FYI, like if you are super sensitive to it, they do cut latex like that's one of the things that they do in that facility. So there could be cross-contamination in a very slight
Yeah, it's kind of like the peanut allergy thing.
Exactly. You know, they tell you this is made in a facility where they do, you know, peanuts as well or whatever, just in case you need to know that.
Okay, I'm just trying to lay these out so I can see all of them because it really does help if I'm in a, you know, in a bind here and I want to get, I really do like this one. I think I'm going to put that over here in the wait and see pile.
Oh, no worries, Lori. You got it all worked out. I understand these crises. This baby, she lopped off the ears of one of her masks and wanted to put different ears on it. And then finally, because she kept asking, Mommy, have you made the ears yet? And I'm like, you know what? I really think it's best if you make the ears. So she finally, I tell you, hold out long enough. She'll get her done. I did help. But I'm good with helping, not just doing. Anyway, so then we had to reattach the new ears. It's been a thing.
Quite the ordeal.
And then she was upset because it ended up looking more like a monkey than it did look like a, I think she was going for maybe like cheetah, cat. I think it's adorable. I love it. I mean, I don't really know exactly what kind of animal it is, but it's super cute. And then she put a little band on it. So she has it downstairs, but it's adorable. Anyway, that's the update on my baby and her mask making.
Okay, basically what I want here. Open my drawer here. We're having a little issue with the drawers meeting up here. Okay, I want some of this on here. I just don't know if this is the one that I want. I do really like that.
Hey, these concertinas are definitely, they can be as simple or as, you know, not simple as you want them to be.
Okay, now do you see the difference between these paints here? This is why I love this little sticker. You don't have to use our stickers.
No.
You can make up your own.
But these are available in our shop.
The reason you swatch these out is this right here. This can absolutely destroy a print. You will removing and covering up everything there.
It's a blocker.
It's a blocker.
Opaque.
So this is cadmium red deep. Most cadmiums are, and the cadmium yellows a lot of times are also opaque. Now I do have some.
They're talking about when you were wearing your finger cots, when her fingers were like raw.
Oh yeah, they
and
would
then
bleed.
We ordered more of the finger cots because Izzy had taken off some of them or whatever, and they do come in quite handy. And also very good for applying certain media like the glitter pastes and things of that nature, because especially if you're doing it over textured stuff, little finger cot things are fabulous. If you don't know what we're talking about, and you can buy them in like little sets. And they have them in various sizes, which is really hilarious.
Yeah.
So you can put them on all your fingers, but it's just the tips. Just
and
the tip, y'all.
And that was what was really, you know, it was, yeah. I'm not letting that happen. Okay, now here is another option that we have. These are semi-opaque.
I'm sorry.
These are semi-opaque. But they're also kind of color, because this one is a lilac pearl. Mm-hmm. Isn't that pretty? That does go really well with the reds.
Just thin it out, and then it's nice and gives you the.
It does, and a little bit of glimmer. Not a, it's not like blah kind of shine, but just a little slight patina. Okay, so I've also got that in blue pearl. And I have it in just metallic white. I don't like this because it's just a little bit.
Hello, Ray.
Too opaque, but it can work. Can work. Okay, here's another metallic that I do like, and really it's more transparent than what is indicated on here.
It was just a heavy application. If you put a heavy application, it will be opaque.
It will.
Hi, Cat.
Okay, so here's another one of the pearls. Oh, I've already showed you the blue. I've got two of those. How about that?
How about that?
That's a good one to have two of. Okay, this green. This is a really nice green, and but I've already got that.
Yeah, you need something different.
I need red.
I think orange, but that's my feelings on that.
Well, I'm kind of leaning towards, this gives me a little bit of the purpley part, and then this is going to help a little bit with pinking it up, I'm thinking. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to separate it out. I'm going to go over all of it, but I think I'm going to do more of the this in the middle here. And if any goes over into this area and this area, that's okay. What?
Oh, I love the nerds so much. Okay. Paula, to my king, remember the time you wore your marigolds to slide down your fireman's pole from the nerd lounge to the wine cellar? That was fun. These are the things that happen in the nerd.
Yeah, so many things to say about that. But
I know. It's a great visual.
Yeah, it was. I was just, anxious about.
I would like
Did you lube yourself or the pole?
I think you need to
For
be careful.
easy slide.
I think you need to be careful about that. Hard to hang on.
Well, when you're sliding, that's usually
like what they
a
do.
good thing.
Haven't you seen those videos where people have because the squirrels that climb up the the bird feeders that they put on the poles or whatever, and they'll lube the pole. That's highly entertaining. Could be what's wrong with society today.
There you go.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. That's a different visual. That's why Americans' marigolds are rubber gloves for dishwashing. I don't know. I think I liked the first one better. I envisioned you just covered in flowers. Oh, that's some good stuff there. It means different things. I'm also very happy that I saw that. Hello, Helen. It has been.
Okay, so I've got really a nice brayer off here, which we're going to put over there because we will definitely be using that for future future prints.
Gray worked with a teacher who put Vaseline on top of his door frame so that the boys would stop swinging from it.
Well, wasn't that a creative solution?
See? Squirrels and teenage boys.
Yeah, there we go.
Many uses of Vaseline. Let's vacillate on that. There, that was funny. Wait for Eddie to laugh again. Because you didn't give it to me. Hello, Meredith.
Is that Meredith from Oklahoma?
It is. What is that awesome thing on your plate? Yes, that's mashup. It's one of the mashups. There's mashup style 1, style 2. I don't remember which ones. Hello, Jeanette. I hope you are well. Ooh, look at this transfer that's happening as well, Tambia. Well, it's not really transfer. It's more of a leave behind, but because it's paint to paint.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that this is getting there. I don't feel like it's there. And then we have this left over here, which I really kind of think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and grab one of these pearly jobbers here and see if we can get this to come up.
Oh, I've watched that one too, Robin. I love that. Squirrels at the Window. Have you ever watched that? This lady, she has, so these squirrels, she must live like in an apartment or something, but it's kind of like, you know, on the back lot or whatever. And so there's sort of little wooded or park area right across the parking lot. And she has this window that opens, and then she's got a little ledge and everything. So she serves up these little buffets of nuts and different things for the squirrels, and they'll come up. And she's got names for all of them. I've watched that, obviously.
Do you know, and I did not know this, I can't remember, it was, squirrels used to be a very, people had them for pets. A lot of people had them for pets.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, very, you know, in to have a squirrel as your,
Yeah.
rather than a cat or a dog, you'd have a squirrel. And I have seen videos of people, you know, that found squirrels and whatnot.
Here's my thing, is because they like to make little nesty things. I've also seen them like in those videos where they like have decided to nest in your couch. Yeah, I ain't down with that. No nesting in the couch.
And they dig holes in your plants and bear nuts.
This is also the problem, like with the very cute little prairie dog things, but they also find things around the house and like tear them up and bring them back to their nest. And yeah, I'm not into that. I don't really care for what was it that Nathan had? Those gerbils.
Gerbils now. I like hamsters.
Yeah.
I didn't like gerbils. And I wasn't crazy about the guinea pigs. I'm hoping this comes off, but because isn't this going to be lovely?
That is lovely.
But it needs to set a while,
Yes.
and I hope that I have really...
Mm-hmm. And the rosemary.
Hope that we haven't had enough moisture there to allow that to... Oh, here's another one. Sardines.
We're going to do some fun stuff tomorrow, y'all. With these here sardines.
We're going to continue.
If you want to, this is one by Paula that came out, I don't know, a while ago. Been out for a while. But I think it was one of those ones that kind of came out with a big launch of stuff, and sometimes then it takes us a little while to get back around to it, and then we had the perfect project for it. So, hello, Belinda.
This is the look. I want, and when you see this and you think about the packaging, you know that Mariah was using. I love that because it's got two different surface.
It really does. This one's very
yeah,
cool.
I know. Pretty happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we're not really worried because nothing's really buttoned up to the area that it's going to be, you know, like, not good. Okay. Really liked what happened with that last print. Why does this look all cockeyed? There we go. Yes, we are off a little bit. It's not going to matter, though. Okay. So we've got this one here, and I'm just going to leave this one for a while, and we can come back to it. And, okay.
Oh, I love that idea, Paula. She says they make a great gift wrap.
What? Makes it good, great. Oh, the fish.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Oh, I saw an instant, he says he saw an Instagrams about your new favorite tuna. The fishwife stuff.
Really?
I'm gonna tag him once I'm done with my thing, and I do my, you know what I do, you know what I do, and I make a reel. I'm going to tag them. Maybe they'll send us some tuna.
Okay, so here's how I figured this out. Because it does take a little while to make this kind of gel in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm thinking about here.
Please remember, though, when you flip it, it's going to be different.
It is. But you can kind of help plan out your color here. Because
yeah.
I will be putting this directly down on this.
Okay.
After I pull this off.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'll have my...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So what I'm looking at here is there's a dark area here. Did you see that?
I'm going to tag the artist, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's on Instagram.
Okay. I had a little bit of oomphy there because I didn't put it down.
Bubbled a little.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about. And one of the things that I have discovered with this business that our fairy godmother Sonia sent that I didn't really think I needed, but come to find out I did. I like mixing on this, and you can see I have cleaned it off somewhat, rather than my gel plates, because number one, the surface is a little bit different than the gel plate surface.
Did you do it on the slicky, or did you just leave the thing on top?
I just left the plastic on top.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't know that.
You can wash that.
Oh.
I told you that the other day, but
Well,
I know you weren't really trusting me on that.
You told me I could wash it, and
because what it's meant for, see, like it'll hold your card, and then you can stamp around it, and then you can just wipe off the area. So you can get what we call, like in printing, it's a bleed. So it runs across, like you don't have to have a border. So see, you can stamp around it, it holds it in place. And see, it's really meant to like go inside of like those little stamper machine things, like the screen printer deals, how it goes form, but it holds it in there, and then it's sticky enough, but then you can also wipe it up. There you go. Multiple uses.
Excellent. Okay, we're going to mix up a little. And since we're going to be using our lines, the paint can be opaque. This is Amsterdam Expert Cadmium Yellow Deep. And just to make sure that we have the opacity that we want, add a little.
Oh,
can you see?
Yeah,
you can. I'll scoot it over just a little bit there.
I don't know how long you were.
I needed to fill up my white, but
thanks, Eddie. I mean, I try what I learned, and then it'll be funny because Sonia then send me videos. And I'm like, okay, I need to watch that one because I know nothing about this thing. And then what's great is like I'll watch that. I'll be like, okay, that's how you're supposed to use it. Here's how PMR Studios probably could use it. But it helps me explain it and then understand like, what its main use is for. Which I do really like and have some great ideas about that. I do. Anyway.
We're further opacifying this yellow by adding white to it. Okay.
With the lines running the other way, is that what you're saying, Paula? Okay.
Just cadmium red.
Like the fat lines running, like there would be 4 of them maybe. Still keep it to scale and then flip it. I will talk to the designer of this stencil. Mm-hmm. Ooh, this is like cheddar. Should make it cheddar.
Really? It is.
There's
Okay.
There's an Amsterdam paint called 287 that's close to that.
Okay. So we're going to put this here.
Put your cheddar in the middle.
A cheddar in the middle. Mariah, can you give that a wipe? Thank you. Cleaning up I'm going to try to clean those up somewhat. Okay, now, here on the outside, I want this transparent red iron oxide, okay?
Okay.
And it's just, I like to get that outside edge just a little bit different than the inside, because then when they mix together, I think that they're just really marvelous. Okay, let's get this down and come in with our red iron oxide.
Oh, 218. Is that right, man? I thought I was feeling very confident about the number.
What are you talking about?
Mo has corrected me. It's 218.
Oh.
I don't know what 265 is, but I felt real confident about that. I enjoy a good fact check, though, y'all. It's okay. Oh, there you go. Bacon. Ah, red iron oxide could be bacon.
Red iron oxide can be bacon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going with a different print than I originally intended.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 265 is a transparent oxide yellow.
Okay, I managed to wrestle that off.
More like egg. Yeah, egg on the foot.
Okay, I got a lot of irons in the fire here, folks. Just hang in there with me.
We're having a discussion about, so Jenny, she's also a UK, so she says, with my UK brain, that's more of a double Gloucester? Gloucester?
Spell it.
Glouce.
Gloucester.
Gloucester.
Gloucester. It's like Worcestershire.
Oh, you know I love a sh. Thin cheddar. Gloucester.
Gloucester.
That's what Paula says. And then Eddie sort of said it, but he missed his E.
Gloucester. Gloucestershire. What's the little nursery rhyme about? Ooh.
You think I froze?
Okay, we're going to allow that to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want that all to come up together.
We want all of that to come up together. That is exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it looks like we need a little.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, this tape dispenser thing, it came in handy on two different things here. Number one, it's wonderful as a weight. It's just very weighty. And number two is that it makes it so much easier for me to get off a section here, and I don't have to struggle with all of that
Gloucester. Oh, Tegan says she loves British pronunciations. Belvoir. Tell them how that's pronounced. We're going to get note up here in just a minute.
What is it?
Belvoir. Belvier. Belvoir. Maybe Belvoir. Belvoir.
Belvoir. It's that French stuff that you just kind of shove it up your nose. That's that very last pronunciation.
Mm-hmm.
Pronunciation. I love the way Mariah says that.
Pronunciation?
Pronunciation. Okay,
It's
this
Texan.
isn't pristine by any means, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, on this one, the reason I didn't put the opaque down on this one, even though I am going to have to, we're going to have to do some stuff here. And this may be where we come in with selective a sponge
Mm-hmm.
and
Pounce it.
Pounce it rather than print it,
Mm-hmm.
because we'll have more
Beaver.
more control over, what we're doing here. All right. So we're going to mix up some paint here. Can you hand me back? Oh, you did. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to mix up a little kind of.
Hello, Betsy.
I'm telling you, I love transparent red iron oxide. It's
Bacon.
like probably my most favorite of any of the, and I like it in fluid.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would like it in, high flow also, but the fluid is really enough. I have
What are you doing
my,
over there?
my things have married up over
Okay.
there, and
Like you're fighting with things.
I am fighting with things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't want a whole lot of this, just some.
Well, this is
This is where this comes in nice too. When you're dealing with pouncy paint, it needs to be thick enough that it's not going to be running around.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of pouncing.
This is pouncing, not pointing. Pointing, remember, is whenever you're creating
Pulling
a texture, almost like a shadow technique, just not on a gel plate.
That is absolutely a good way to describe that. But this is when you want to just go into certain areas and you don't want it to be everywhere. You just want to break up some areas that are maybe a little bit. And the reason I move it sometimes is because I like the way the lines go. And something better than, I don't want a hole there. I want lines there.
What?
What?
Listen to this. Robin says, do I get sent to the nurse? No, you don't. I think you get a special badge. She says that on I-75, exit 69 is Big Beaver Road. For years, that's where she exited to go to work.
Big Beaver.
Off of the exit 69.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was really thinking about some stuff.
Do you think they did that on purpose? That's hilarious. Like somebody had to really work that out, or if it's just coincidental. But love a good coinky dink.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to change our paint color ever so slightly. We're just going to use what's on the thing here and add more to it.
I love y'all. Hilarity.
Oh, this might be a little bit posy pink, but I don't know.
Okay. Seems appropriate. I like this. I think you need to leave this print alone soon.
Okay, that's good.
Hello, Rebecca. See, she came in. She came in laughing. That's good. That's good. And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. We like to chit chat with you. If you're watching on replay, no worries. Chat with us down below in the comments. But the one thing that we do ask of y'all, thumbsy upsies, please and thank you. There's a few of y'all, please. Thumbsy upsies, you know, down over, you know, somewhere down there.
It makes a difference to the
it
powers
does.
that be.
Mm-hmm. To the YouTube's people who are in charge of things, and then they, you know, if you like it and you interact with it enough, you share it out and do all that business, then the YouTube's like, oh, okay, we're going to show this to some more people. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to check it right now, Paul. Just be teasing me with the lightning bolt. I love it. I love it. I love it, Paula. That's good stuff. Did Rob also get a chuckle out of that? I hope so. Hello, Jasmine. Hey, Stephanie. Oh, good job, Robin.
Just taking this around and trying to disperse, you know, my color more.
And not listen to me. Leave it alone.
Okay, now, next stage. Okay, we do have some paint here, but I don't really know if it's anything I want to deal with.
Hugs, Rebecca. We do our darndest to be arty friendly.
Okay, we got a nice gray going here. I don't know if this is
what you wanted. I like it. Kind of
lavendery gray.
Yeah, I like that. You know, it's popular in the country, kind of a country blue.
Well, we know it has blue in it because you watched me do that.
We did.
I see one spot out here that I don't like.
Oh, I like that. Arty friendly with a side of sauce. Sassy sauce. I need to make some shirts.
Okay. Now. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it onto one of my, so we can do a.
Yeah, because there was a lot there. Well, not a lot, but a fair amount.
Fair amount. So we can do one of the taping things that we do.
You'll see that in another stream. That won't happen today.
And no, it needs to dry completely and
I just like to set expectations. We got some new folks that don't understand probably what that means.
Okay, I'm gonna hand this back to Mariah and let her wipe it up. Izzy took off with my
With what?
Water thing. Okay.
Oh, yeah, and it looks disgusting.
It looks disgusting?
Yeah. She's I don't know.
Okay. So now I want to get a bit of a finish on this. And my finishing color here is any other color. I think I'm going to go there. So this is a very light
I love that we can pass this back. It's nice and that. I mean, that in itself is wonderful.
The reason I like this is it has a nice finish to it.
Yes, this. Oh my gosh! So some of my fish that she did are in the pink, and so they're kind of stinky. It felt appropriate for the stinky, fish book. It does wear off. It airs out.
It do. And
Hi, Cynthia.
It is sometimes kind of disconcerting when you're first putting it down and get a whiff of it. But one of the things that yesterday it was like, well, plus the pink plus the cardboard.
Yes.
And then plus Izzy's.
I don't know if y'all have ever sniffed your cardboard that whenever we send you an order. I don't know what it is about the cardboard. It just, I think it's maybe the glues and whatever, but it does have a weird smell to it. And when other wet mediums are added to it, especially glue, it gets extra funky. So it was a little funky in the studio last night. I love it. Leave it alone.
I know. This one
is
is
so good. Just stop.
D-O-N-E. Okay, so I'm going to bring this one back while I'm thinking about it. Instead of using blue, we're going to use my pink version of this. Oh, that's not it. It's this one. Jackson Studio, Permanent Rose.
You are, Paula.
Now we're getting a little residual from our
leftovers. Brayer leftovers.
Brayer leftovers.
Uh-huh.
I don't want this to be super. Just want it to be somewhat. I'm mostly putting this down here for the surface texture quality. Surface patina. Get that nice. And what it also does is it kind of magnifies the colors. Because it's almost transparent. Ooh.
I love it. These are so good together. They're
just really, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with something like that. Okay, what do we have here? That's a pretty good thing on it.
Paula, I already looked at it. It's hilarious. That's what I was asking you. Did Robin enjoy the, you creating? I want to know did he enjoy that as well?
Who enjoyed what?
Well, Paula's working on a special request for me. And as Paula does, overachieved. And it is hilarious. And I love it very much.
Do we get to see that tomorrow?
No. In October.
October?
Yeah, I got a few extra things I need to do. I need to get in the office and get things done.
Okay, see how that was, that really worked out well. I'm seeing another.
This one's still very couchy.
Yeah, it is. We got to do something about that.
Hi, Gina.
That's just not.
This is 218. 265.
210.
Dang it.
210.
210, y'all. This is 210. Not to be confused with 265 or what was the other one?
I don't know.
218? Dang it. I'm going to stop calling out the numbers. People won't take me seriously as my, professional advisor role. Losing street cred.
Absolutely.
Yes, that is what I bet, Becky. And then we were a little sad that you weren't here to, throw in your Sofa King business. I was also reading through the transcripts because I was trying to pull out the tuna stuff from Monday. And let me tell you, that was some hilarity in itself. And could be inappropriate beyond what we actually intended. Sometimes our inappropriateness is intended. Some of it just happens. That's all I'll say about that. So, turn on the closed captioning.
Closed captioning?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I gotta pull a list because I want to include those. Must all be included in the book, and I was trying to do it in a very lazily way. But I think I might just have to write them down because the transcripts really weren't pulling it, and then it's too long to then input into AI and get it to do the thing for me. Sometimes the old school way of just doing it is the right way to do it.
Okay, well, I think it's getting away from couch. I don't know that it's quite...
It's giving less couch.
Less couch is maybe...
There's some folks that might be sad about that.
I don't know exactly what.
Yeah.
But here, before we, totally mix up some more stuff.
Rhonda says that you just need to embrace the couch because that print's pretty nice. I think that's what she's saying.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, and it goes with... I love this that's happening here. I kind of feel like you should just pull that as is. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that's what we were talking about on Monday there. Tuesday. Thursday was the couch day because that's why Becky wasn't. Yeah. That looks cool.
Yeah, I'm not exactly thrilled about this.
Yeah. Not making you
dominance of the yellow. Not happy with that. Being such a...
Diane, I think it was a lot of people's couch. It was a very popular couch. I don't know that they had as many options back then either. So it was like a lot of people had that couch. Right?
Yeah, it was when the whole thing with polyester was kind of, the big deal.
Yeah, they didn't understand polyester and cigarettes, not exactly best friends.
No.
Oh, that's very posh, Eddie. Eddie had a red velvet couch that was covered in plastic.
Well,
that's not a Texas thing, and let me tell you why. It's hot here. And I don't remember anybody ever having plastic on their furniture because, you would.
Oh yeah, it would not be. Yeah, you'd have a sweaty bum. Peel yourself.
It was a very Puerto Rican couch. That's hilarious. Oh, I love that. So Paula says that orange nylon stripy couch. It's what her nan had, a 3-piece suite. All the neighbors came around to ooh and awe at it. And that.
Okie
Hi,
dokie.
Lindsay. Hey, Kathy.
Yeah, isn't that lovely?
Oh, that's so pretty. Well done.
All right. Humming right along here. Okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are back on the Herculin. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Herculon.
Herculon.
Herculin. That's how I want to say it. And then I also have, then what happens in my brain is, you know that, was it Medea? But it used to be like a little gif or whatever that would go around and Hercules. So you don't get that. That's a cultural like reference of, pop culture kind of thing. Anyway, that's what happens in my brain every time I see that. I like to share that with y'all because I think it's funny.
I'm trying to find something over here that's kind
of. Ooh, that was kind of slippery.
It was. See that?
See, it is.
I mean, I don't know what exactly that's going to do to
No.
print.
That's pretty.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Breaking up the brown.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this off of here and see what happens when we whip old Herculon back down here.
I may have to AKA woven just because it's funny now. There's a reference.
Oh yeah, I know what to do now. I've got my. Now just hold your nose.
Yeah, this is. Mm-hmm. Oh, was it Eddie Murphy? But was it Medea's house or something like that? Or am I just messing that up? What movie was that from?
Mama.
Mama? Big Mama's house?
I think so.
Oh, I think that's what it was. Hercules. It was kind of a strange movie.
It was. I think that's probably why I liked it.
She remembered it.
I remembered it.
Oh, that's cool looking.
Yeah. It's getting there, isn't it? Okay, we've got some good stuff here. I just have to grab the right one. Sop up the soup here. Ooh. See, that's looking cool. Okay.
Ah, for the Nutty Professor. Now, that one I really did like. It had the animals in it, right? I like Eddie Murphy. I mean, but he did. I loved Eddie Murphy's stand-up the most. Some of his movies are really good. And then some of them were like, meh. Awesome, thank you. And hello, Rachel.
Basically, what I'm doing here now is I'm glazing. Oh, that looks really cool. I am glazing over some of these.
Do you love the Medea movies? Oh, Dr. Luke. See, I'm mixing them all up. Running out of coffee. All right, you got about 49 minutes, Patricia. Ooh, love that.
This is from our original brayer off here.
And a scribble something or
And a
other.
scribble something. I was just farting around at things last night, thinking about doing something. Oh, I think that is really nice. I don't know that that's necessarily going to work for our project that we've got going here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we just need to mainly...
Basically, they all look like just merged into my brain, I guess. That's sad. Yeah. Oh, Gracie, I love you. That's hilarious. Oh, Devin's loving the brown and turquoise combo.
Isn't that, look at that. And that's just a brayer off and a pickup.
It'll be the next best one.
It'll be the next best one.
Keep an eye on that, y'all.
Keep an eye on it. Okay. Now, I'm going to do it with this. Because I like a lot of this. But I think I can use that for the pickup. Okay. All right.
I approve this choice, I think.
Well, where did I get that from? I don't know. Okay.
Are you putting this on a particular print, or what's the plan here? Okay.
Glycerin.
Mm-hmm. What's the plan here?
The plan here is this. I've got
Okay. I love this color. Sort of heading into periwinkle.
uh-oh.
Oh, there's a chunk.
Chunk of something. What? All right, I'm handing that off to you, Mariah. I really appreciate you doing that because it really kind of
Yeah.
Does okay, now I want
Hi, Dawn. Happy you're here. Thumbsy upsies, y'all. Those of you that have come
titanium
in.
white opaque.
Give it a goodness. You've used that a lot.
What? I know.
Ooh. This is kind of exciting. Mm-hmm. You need a brayer off.
Just about.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, this is kind of Wedgwood, Mariah. One of your favorite.
Hello. Is it Magnetar Collision? Hello. Welcome. Yes. Great questions. So, do you pull off wet shrink tissue quickly so it doesn't stick, or either leave it completely dry, or both, or what? Obviously, I'm a newbie. All of the above. You are correct with that. So if you have paint, it really depends on what you want to happen on the plate and what kind of where you're at, like technique wise. The wet strength can be left down. One of the nice things is if it truly is like the carnival wet strength tissue, then it is much sturdier than other tissues. So it will hold up. That being said, there's a point when your paint is dry but still wet that, depending on, you know, obviously what you're pulling it with, even the tissue can tear. So there's sort of a point at which, you know, you kind of go, oh, well, I should just leave this down because it's probably not going to come up well. The wet shrink tissue extends that period of time. That's kind of the quick of it. These particular prints that P's doing today are layering up on the 34-pound hammer mill. So this is a little bit different process. And then this paper that she's using behind here is deli paper, which we refer to as pups, the pick up papers. And it just gets those painty edges, and actually you can build it up all across it, but tends to be, you know, the edges. Kind of a different situation. You could do that with the wet shrink tissue too, but, you know, price point wise, the deli paper is sort of a better situation for this particular reason.
And, you know, the advantage to the, you know, archivally, I have no idea. I mean, it's meant for, you know, slapping a hot dog on a bun and eating it, kind of stuff. But I like it because it tears really well all different ways. Yeah. So it's a great collage.
This is great for the edibles, the, you know, little pieces.
Yes.
You know, who's it, what's it, painty pieces that you can use for, you know, all sorts of things.
Okay, I'm going to just put that aside because I really do want to pick up this business here. But when we pick up this business here, I'm going to put down a little bit of... This is just watered down cerulean blue and airbrush mix.
Yeah, and there have been, just to kind of heads up for everybody, there have been lots of updates in YouTube. I mean, they're always doing updates, but there have been some more kind of major ones. And you want to make sure that, especially if you are on like one of your devices, like a tablet, iPad, mobile device, that sort of thing, keeping up to date with your app updates, it can make all the difference in how well or not well the YouTubes are working on those particular devices. Or if you're on your desktop, you want to make sure that your browser is up to date. That's usually the main update that creates some weirdness there.
Okay, like that. Has
Hi, Carla.
gloss glazing liquid in with the pink,
Mm-hmm.
which makes it really
Yeah,
glossy,
there we go.
smooth. You know, you're getting that wonderful sheen
Mm-hmm.
that is just really the only way you can get that.
Okay, so the thing that we love to say about paint is that you need to get to know your paint. That way you will know which paint is your favorite paint. P uses a lot of different brands and kinds of paint, meaning viscosity of paints. Obviously, you can't go wrong with some golden paints. They are pricey. If you are learning how to gel print, don't buy golden paints to start out with, because you'll be real sad that you've probably used way more paint than you needed to use. Start out with your craft paints or, some very economical paints.
Yes.
Get to know those. You will use them later on. It's okay. Really, in the very beginning, what you're trying to learn how to do is the amount of paint. And get to know what those particular paints are doing in the environment that you live in. Not only just, outside, but also inside. Do you have air conditioning running, heat? Is it humid? Fans? All of those things are factors, and that mixed in with the types of paint that you are using are going to matter. Another thing that you have tons of golden. Well, good deal. Just remember that the amounts of paint that you are using is going to that's really the hardest thing to master it at the beginning. So you want to, be aware of that, and kind of depends on the size of plate that you are using. So, yeah. So 80 plus Florida grow. Okay, so you've got some humidity going on there. So some really quick tips on the types of paints, especially like if you have various types of golden paints. If your paints are open and you're in Florida, goodness, I don't know if they're ever going to dry for you. Get a fan.
Not being facetious.
Yeah, not being facetious either, because we're here in Texas and the open paints stay open. That's their whole dealio. I would say, especially since you did or you do have a lot of golden paints, the golden website is a wonderful resource.
Of information.
It might be a little overwhelming, but if you are really into it, then yeah. Okay, nothing open. You do have retarder. Wonderful. I don't know that you will need that a ton because of where you're at and the humidity. So yeah, that's really something to keep in mind. But for certain techniques, like when you're doing a flop off, you want to use a good amount of paint and something that is open, because you want it to stay wet enough, long enough that you can flop your stencil off onto another print, and then the paint transfers over there, plus what you have on your plate. So it's a lot of information, and the key is really when you start out, it's going to be that just get painty. Don't even necessarily worry about mixing in stencils quite yet, because that's another like layer of technique. It's more about you getting used to how to brayer, how to put the paint on, how does the paint roll out, how fast is the paint drying, how thin do you need that paint, what type of papers are you using. The 32-pound hammer mill really is a very good paper. It might be a little pricey for you until you decide, like, again, how invested do you want to be in this? But understand that the cheap 20-pound copy paper, you are not going to get the results, A, just with the finish of the paper, and B, with how well or not well it performs on the plate, especially if you were doing quick pulls or a thing like that. Because if your paint's like halfway dry and you're using 20-pound paper, it's going to tear a lot. It's going to stick a lot. You're going to run into a lot of frustration with that particular paper. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I would recommend we have 2 really good beginner videos on our channel that will get you started. It talks about more of like the basics and just some fun things that you can do on the plate to get used to that amount of paint and things of that nature. And we do have a guide that goes with that. If you see Cookie W there, she put in some links there to those particular ones. Hello, Louisa Heinzel. We were talking about you last night.
Were your ears burning?
Were your ears burning?
We were talking about you. Okay, now this is the flop off. You can see the lines are covering up. So we've got contrast here. Put that blue down. And so now I came in with this darker purple, which you saw me. I put down the what is this? Winsor Newton Professional Acrylic Permanent Rose. Love Permanent Rose. And then mixed it in with the turquoise.
Bring it back.
Turquoise blue, deep blue in the Ara.
If you are not familiar with this brand of paint, number one, it's very reasonably priced, and it is a lovely, lovely paint. You get it at Jackson's.
It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Okay, now that was the brayer off that you saw there. Look at this. I mean, the effects on this, I just think are incredible. Hey, Louisa, you need some papers? Some painty papers?
Want us to send you some stuff? We'll send it to you.
She sent me some painty papers once, some really cool ones. And yeah, they're in the flower.
I was going to say they've been assimilated.
They're in the future flower book.
Which means it's in a box. A container.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm just going to pick up partial things here. Adds a little bit of different color to certain areas. Kind of a rude sound, isn't it? I love this.
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful. Okay, let's look over here and see what else we've got here. Use a little bit of different stuff on the edge here.
Thank you, Louisa.
Yeah, if you have a special project or something, I love custom making papers. I'm not going to custom make you a book or anything, but I can make papers up the wazoo.
Are you still where you're at, or Message me your address, and I'll send you some stuff. I'll send you a package.
Now look at that. Isn't that starting to be, I mean, you know, it has almost all the colors there.
The rainbows.
But still, oh yeah. Okay, this is getting kind of dry, but this is when you hit this stage here, this is when you bring in some of your wonderful, what did she say?
She says, "Aw." And then I was just reading Diane's thing. She never gets anything done because she's always watching Arty videos. It is hard. I will tell you, like, it. And it never fails. Like, I'm trying to do some things here in the studio, and then it's like somebody's live, and I want to watch them live, but then I want to chat. It's hard. Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be a lever on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do want to be able to pick up all of that wonderfulness there. Now, talking about, you know, what's going to happen in the future here. The mashup, back yonder here, I can use here in this dark area. I already got some interesting stuff going on. The other option I could do is I could use like a really light, put some white in with some yellow, maybe, you know, neutralize it out and have a light dirty lavender.
Yes, we love that mix.
Over the whole thing once it gets to the point where
Yeah.
it's dry. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, I hope we've got some bubbles here. Always a little leery of the bubbles. Sometimes they leave a big chunk. And that's what's happening. But it's okay.
Well, you got a lot of paint there, so.
Got a lot of paint.
I don't think that it and this was paint to paint. You got to keep that in mind. That's one of the reasons more of it was left behind. The longer you leave that, the more that is actually going to come back up and, you know, adhere to the other paint that is there. But another cool effect is, you know, the sooner you pull that off, the more distressed kind of look that you're going to get when you go paint to paint.
Yes. And that you couldn't otherwise get to happen.
Oh, thanks, Rosemary.
But you see where you're going here? You've got this very muted, blurry kind of background. And now we have some definite edges here. We've got line movement coming in. We've got this nice, you know, and even though this is, I love the contrast of the gauze with this, what do you call this? Bubbles.
Yes. Remember, we retired old bubbles, and that became the new bubbles. And that is, it's in the mashup, and it is also available as, like, the 3 different sizes. I think they're 5 by 7, 8 by 10, and 9 by 12. Right. And just full bubbles if you want to get your bubble on.
Get your bubble on. All right, I'm putting this away because I really kind of like this out here, and I would...
appease the art teacher. I'm just the chatty one, and I've learned things.
Who asked that?
Magnetar. Is that right? Magnetar. Yes.
Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can pull this.
I've just picked up a lot sitting across the table here over the few years that we've been doing this. Actually, it's been more than a few years. We've been doing this since 2019.
Okay, look at this. And this is probably the 5th layer.
Okay, thanks, Kathy. I know, I'm always trying to come up with new titles, but then it's like, well, you kind of want the same ones so they key on other ones, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Well, thank you.
This one little...
As we like to say, it takes the both of us.
Well, especially if I'm building out a book. I can make gel prints till the cows come home.
Yes, you can. And I just try to explain it, and I've learned a lot over the years on how to explain it. And then that way she can be an arty brain, and then I can explain.
It really helps because once my mouth starts moving,
it's harder to, like,
focus on what it
yeah.
is. And I am always in awe, and especially, I mean, Louisa, she's a bilingual, or trilingual. She talks about this stuff while she's doing stuff, and she says it in English, she says it in German, and I'm just like,
yeah,
I can't even get out an English sentence once in every, when I'm like doing this.
I know, that's right.
Okay, so
speaking
now
Texan over here.
I am going to go really, really, really dark.
Yeah.
With just the gauze. Mariah, is there another gauze over there? Can you?
Yeah, you got a whole file of them.
Can you
the OG gauze?
Whip the gauze file on me. I love this one, but now I'm really wanting for a little bit more solid coverage.
Wait, look at you even have some trippy ones and some.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, the reason I have these extra ones, as you can see, this is imperfectly perfect. And the other thing is after a while they get kind of gooed up. Okay, so this is what I want. All right, this is absolutely bloomin' wonderful. Exactly what I want. And I love that orange there. Okay, so I want to put my paint down first. Got to find my diazonine.
Louise wanted to know what her third language was.
Italian. I know I've heard you speak Italian.
That's funny. The language of art.
The language of art. There you go. That's it. Okay, I'm.
What are you looking for, woman?
I don't know. I'm looking for something that I can't find here. And
is it really in the drawer?
Okay, just hang with me. I'm not.
Did y'all hear that crow?
Okay, this might work.
Ooh. It's been a little while since you've.
Busted.
Well,
okay.
You have it in the tube.
Yeah.
Is this yes open or no open?
This is yes open.
You changed the symbols on some of those, and I get a lot confused.
Well, I did because some of them weren't even labeled, and I think that might have been part of the problem. Maybe the reason we got them.
She says gelato.
Gelato.
Cornetto, pistachio.
No, remember when you did.
She went on a trip.
Once.
Yeah, she went on a trip,
and she made a journal, and I remember it. And you used your photographs making it.
And she brought back like little packets of things, and then like the menu
the menu. Remember that one, Louisa?
Remember
Louisa? That? I remember it. I really liked it. Of course, I think my favorite of everything are the Barbie dolls. I mean, that will be forever what I remember. And you made. I was absolutely just fascinated.
She sent us the Barbie too,
and
it was assimilated into my baby's. Once she's done with Barbies, then we could probably.
And I told Izzy because she was
hacking their heads
horrified that I was going to
do something with them,
cut his legs off,
do something with
make it into a book cover.
She was not down with that.
You should have seen the look on her little face. I don't know what I'm doing here. I've got enough paint out here to do 14 different projects. And the other day when I was doing this...
You got 19 minutes to do whatever you need to do with that amount of paint.
Well, I'm just looking at it and deciding what I need to do.
She says she's looking at that Rome project while she's sitting there
and
listening.
Yeah. That was a good one. All right, I'm grabbing some... What?
The energy in chat is very strange today, but I love it. I like it. I've had too much coffee.
This is Payne's Gray. Also open.
You're putting more paint out?
I'll use it somewhere. Just calm down.
This is That's a lot of paint, and it's open too. It's gonna be there a while.
I'm making a really exciting.
I don't know why you didn't do this in the beginning.
I'm making a really exciting brayer off over here.
Okay.
That's important too, Mariah. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, I do know the importance of intentional brayering. Now, as a newbie, you should not don't focus on that because there's so many other things that's later down the line.
What?
Intentional brayering.
Oh yeah,
because there's so many things that timing. Gel printing is a lot about timing. Your timing in the actual physicality of it, and then just timing of knowing when paints are drying, and just all of that is really the big part to get down. And just when you think you've got it, you don't, because the weather has changed.
Yeah.
And planetary alignment. Yeah. We joke about that, but I don't know.
The asteroid flew closer to.
Hi, Jerry.
Okay, now we're getting a lot of real interesting, and one of the other things that you can do here is the tape project.
The tape.
You understand the tape project? Okay, I'm moving some of this off to another But this is kind of, I mean, yeah. You don't have to just use your brayer. You can use your finger, you can use a brush. I'm just trying to get this because I've already screwed it up to the point where, see the different things going on there? I don't want that.
Yeah.
Not for this next layer of my gauze.
Hello, Marilyn. Welcome.
But I'm just getting some cool stuff out here for future. And this is why open paint is so cool. Is because you can really, really, really just keep mucking it about, and it.
Yeah.
And see, my paper that I have underneath is where my guideline is. I want to get it a little past it, so if I do mess up, I usually miss a corner.
There's always a corner.
It's always a corner. Okay. So now we're going to grab another plate that doesn't have stuff on it.
Oh, yes, and if you want to get all knowed up and get some giggles, highly recommend, Mo will drop it here in the chat, a link to our PM-isms, because it really is part of, just our arty vernacular here at PM Art Studio. It's also funny, hopefully.
Okay, try to do that without slobbing it down
the side of
the side of the thing, because that really is not a good.
It's less of an easy cleanup.
Yeah.
It's going to require the scraper once it dries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm moving this over to the
Oh goodness.
I don't have enough surfaces here to. Okay.
So you're going to leave that one?
I'm going to leave this one for a future. Ooh, look at that.
Ooh,
that's kind of neat.
Rolling up. Some weird things happening there. This is more like sgraffito. That's what we call it. If you know, you know.
Yeah, okay. I think that's just lovely. And this is also. I think it's got enough.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she went above and beyond with the amount of paint.
Well, sometimes when you're mixing paint, that happens, and you just have to go with it.
Mm-hmm. I'm amazed at your ability to swap those out. That was pretty impressive,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll fix that later. Okay, this is such a look at this. See, it's just that wonderful dark eggplanty.
Eggplants.
eggplanty looking
Drop them in chat if you got them.
stuff going on here. And you know, this is really close to the dioxazine, but I couldn't find my heavy body. I've got some somewhere. I just,
Dude, I don't know if you do or if it. You should hit the mic. Sorry.
Did it make a sound?
Probably. Yeah.
Taking care of my brayer off over here because remember, this is your future art. Okay, you
Layers,
can see
y'all.
there's tons of paint out here.
Becky.
Where is my? I mean,
That looks lovely together.
it really does.
This is OG, guys, y'all. This is the original. She has cut the edges off of it, but it is available over there at pmartstudio.com. That's our website, where you can purchase this stencil along with many others and many designs from our lovely designers, that many of which are in the chat. If you want to give us a, hey, I'm a designer, y'all know what to do. Give the little.
Okay, I don't want to put my pups down because I don't want to pick up
That much paint.
paint. So I'm hoping
This is a no puppy zone.
this is no puppy zone.
Oh, good God, there's so much paint. All right. Okay.
A lot of paint.
A lot of paint.
A lot of paint.
Uh-huh. Yes, awesome, love it.
Okay, well this is not working out like I wanted it to.
Oh, it does go with our frames.
I'm going to see if I can avoid this stretch.
Hello, Eileen.
I have to push because it's not going down in there, and I'm just going to have to.
It's gonna get squishy.
I'm trying to save my paint here on the end because this paint on the end here,
You got plans?
truthfully,
Yeah.
I mean, there's enough paint to probably pull another whole print there if I.
Yeah. It is a lovely color, I will say, though.
Yes.
Oh, well done, Patricia.
All right.
Things are working out now.
Things are working out.
Paint has been contained, and now the amount is understood.
Amount is understood. All right, we're getting there, folks.
Yeah, she did squish. There was some squish.
Okay, I'm going to get a new pup simply because I want to do the same thing that I just did on that other one.
Oh, I love that gray. Yeah, Matt's making with purple because there was enough paint for lots of things. This is how you also get prints that, go with each other.
También.
También.
Spanish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we speak a little.
See, look at this.
I don't know if it counts, but Eddie's our representative. And also Estella. Eddie, Estella. Ligeia. Trying to think of our regular Spanish speaking.
Something fell off.
Chat
I hope
folks.
That wasn't my wet. Okay, now we've got a wet stencil here.
We aim to please. We aim to please, Paula. we really consider Rob's feelings.
Okay, I don't. I really would have liked to have cleaned up the back part of that, but I don't really care anyway.
So this does a flop off, and one of the reasons when I was talking about earlier regarding open paints and how nice open paints are for this particular technique. Especially when you're flopping off onto paint to paint, you're going to get a little bit better of a more like, okay, that's going to happen versus it sticking. You want to be very careful, especially if you have a brand new Yupo stencil, along with going to paper and a flop off.
Yeah. And
that's when it sticks, and that's when it kind of goes like.
And right now, I'm not happy with this print that I just got.
Mariah, yes, is a Spanish speaker as well.
Oh, yes. Yes. Trying to get some of that excess off there.
Yes.
Oh, I'm glad I did that. I forgot.
Oh, Marilyn, hello, and great question. So she says, "What happens if you lightly sprayed water to awaken the ink?" Well, this is not this is not ink.
No.
This is acrylic paint, so it is different. I just want to make that clarification in case people were like, "Oh, is this?" Because there are acrylic inks and things of that nature, and they do act differently. You could spray water on there, and a lot of times what P does instead of water is something like the glazing mediums, airbrush medium, or if she has made one of her altered paints, which does have a bit of water in it. Again, back to referencing to Golden's website. One of the things you can find out over there is like what the ratio of mixing in different types of mediums and or water does to a paint, because there is a point at which the paint will start to break down and it no longer has the binder that it really requires to be paint and to then still adhere to the substrate.
Okay.
Ooh, did you hear that?
Oh my goodness, that was absolutely. You need to.
Somebody needs to hire me.
Tape that for further use in the.
Clip that, y'all.
Okay, I want you to see this.
Mm-hmm. You can, and what will happen though is if you spray water over there, you'll get a crazing effect.
Yes.
It also depends on the paint, how much it crazes, the type of paint, how much water you put in there.
And
goodness. Stay, puppy. Stay. We're still training.
All of these papers that we're these painty papers that we're making right now are going to be they can be utilized for your bookmaking.
Yolanda was a little sad that you used that. I wasn't paying attention to that because I was, spitting out knowledge.
I think it's wonderful.
I like it.
I think it is.
What do you think, Yolanda?
Much more dramatic than it was. Has more depth.
Yeah.
And whatnot. And okay, that's probably not one.
If she takes it back, she loves it. She takes it back, she loves it.
Okay, good.
I know, but she will do that to you, to a thing that you love and you have become attached to during a stream or two.
Yeah, you should.
And then all of a sudden she'll whip it out and like put some, grody business on it.
I most likely will screw it up, and
then we got to bring it back, and then it's got a few more layers, and then it weighs about 2 ounces. Takes an extra stamp to send it to somebody. I told you to leave that one alone too. She don't listen. You got 5 minutes.
I think this is so wonderful. I really, it needed that layer. It just needed that layer. It absolutely needed that layer. Okay, well, just a sec here.
Crisis averted.
What? What?
She said existential crisis averted. I love that. That was good. Yeah, the 2 kilo gel print. I'm telling you, we own some. And sometimes it's hard to tell, like, some prints get stuck together. Is this just one?
Ask Louisa what is her thematic where she is right now. She's still with us?
No,
we don't know.
Still with us, Louisa? I hate calling people out like that because, sometimes they gotta go and do things.
But I don't really mind.
Okay.
sound of that is very satisfying.
That's great. I was like,
What?
So her talk to text thing captured her yelling at her dog, and she then posted it in chat. That was really great. She has nothing for her dog.
She has nothing for her dog?
Yeah.
All right. I'm picking up
good.
this paint here simply because
Yeah.
it will be forever drying.
And then forever all over everything that she touches for about a week.
And when it slides under like that, you do want to go ahead and get that because, it's giving you a false reading. You know, that underneath the
you don't
gel
want
plate
false
there.
reading.
No false readings.
Yeah.
There we go. And, you know, with this being open paint is messy.
Yeah.
There's just no two ways about it.
That was a multiple part. Yeah.
That was. Okay. So we've got a little bit of mucky muck out here. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to leave that because I think that may be just what we need in the future.
You got 3 minutes to make whatever happen or not happen, or we just show the prints, or I don't know.
Well, let's see here what we've got that we could pull. Because I do think this is quite nice. And even where it went really dark out here in the middle part, you still have enough of your print quality there. But if I go over this with, say, either now I could go ahead and go really, I could go even darker than this.
Yeah.
But I think the light is the way to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Light is the way to go.
Are you showing things or are we ending? You got 1 minute.
I'm gonna drag some stuff out here.
Okay.
Show it, yeah. Okay, saw that one.
Love that. Love that.
Isn't that wonderful? Okay, now some of these I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to put them over here.
They're still wet.
They're very wet, and it will marry up.
You need to let those like be alone. Do not stack them. You let them be. And they will take a while because remember they are paint to paint.
Paint to paint, folks. Oh no. I think we already had a little
marry up.
Marry up.
Fraternizing over there on the table.
Yeah, that's all right. Now, I think that this is going to benefit from some yellow.
I don't like it as it is, but okay.
This still needs work. This one's becoming more interesting. I rather like this just like it is.
All right, Louisa, send me your address, and I'm going to send you some things, because God knows we have prints. I'm sure you have things out the wazoo, too, but, you know, somebody else's stuff is always more, you know, interesting.
Okay, we didn't get to those. Uh-oh.
Other people's papers. OPPs.
Again, this just has enough on it to make it sticky.
Enough to be dangerous.
Enough to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, now this is the one I just showed you that just came off of there. But it's still really wet. Didn't make it to that one. Oh, I just think this one is so wonderful.
Anne says these are magnificent, awesome prints today. Hello, Shannon, and thank you. Sherry says hi all. Hello. We're just doing a review. You got to come back, watch from the beginning. Let us know down in the comments below that you have watched and you are watching. If you have questions, we will answer them. Sorry, I was a little late. Yeah, I was a little late on some. But, you know, I try. If it's a question, I'm going to get out at, like, right away. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, you know, reviewing. And then come back. Hello, y'all. And, you know, give you hugs and things. Because it's important. And I like it. And so y'all keep doing that. I will be back here tomorrow if things are going to get fishy. Till then.
Love you.
Like a
long haul.